So recently I did a video, y'all, and it was about home buying versus renting. And I said what I thought was some interesting facts when it comes to home buying. And people were debunking it, getting upset. And one person in particular, he said, I guess I'm out there trying to set people up for failure. Now, what I find so interesting when it comes to home buying, and there's a reason why I wanted to do a follow-up video, because I want to see what you guys think about what I'm going to present, is why are people so extremely fascinated with buying a home? Now, I understand it's the big American dream, but this lets me know that your passion to just achieve the American dream, to have that status, makes you not pay attention to the numbers and understand exactly how much a home ownership costs. Now guys, please understand this. I am not anti-home ownership. What I'm all for is getting all the information and knowing exactly what you're gonna do before you do it, because a home purchase is very expensive and it's not a simple process. And once you're locked in, your life will change. So I'm gonna give you an example about a home ownership and if it's sold within 10 years and how much money it costs to have a home. Okay, so I already plugged in the numbers. So let's say you're gonna get a loan for $330,000. Let's say it's a 30-year loan and you're getting a 5.27% interest rate, which is around the rate that it is right now. Your monthly payment would be $1,826. And the total interest you would pay if you hold on to it for 30 years would be $327,490. And your total cost of the loan would be $357,490. Now, off the bat, I want to explain one thing. That monthly payment is only for your mortgage, and that's going to be for your principal and your interest. If you're living in an area, and most likely you'll have an escrow account, you would have to pay for your homeowner's insurance monthly and your property taxes. So that payment is not what you're going to pay. I learned my lesson when I bought a home, and I figured that out right away. So let's say you love this home, you're enjoying it, and you say this is your dream home. Well, I got news for you. A lot of people usually sell their home between 10 to 15 years of ownership because people want to do upgrades or they want to downsize. So let's say you bought the house in 2024 and you want to sell it in 2034. Now remember, you had a loan for $330,000 for this home. Let's say, to keep the math easy, that you were able to sell this home for $200,000 above the price that you paid. So in this case, it would be $530,000 is the amount of money you get to sell this house. Now remember, the $530,000 is not all you keep, okay? If you go to 2034, your remaining balance is $264,079, okay? So with that being said, let me do quick math in my head. That's nearly, let's keep it nice and easy. That's $240,000 you're gonna come out with on your pocket. That's pretty cool, right? And this is where people get so excited and they say, well, your home is your main investment. You get all this equity. That's great. I have $240,000 in my pocket. I'm excited. But pump your brakes, because I want to show you something where you have to really think about this and understand mathematically, this thing doesn't quite work as well as you think. So you paid $171,506 worth of interest. So in order for you to get that $240,000, you had to pay $170,000 worth of interest. So if you want to think about this, the $240,000 you made minus the $170,000, that means you're only pocketing $70,000 worth of equity. But wait, it is not done. You are forgetting that you are paying property taxes yearly. So for 10 years, you've been paying property tax. You also have been paying for homeowners insurance. You also have been paying for repairs in your home, the remodeling, all these things that you did in your home throughout the 10 years that you're not taking into consideration. But those are all guesstimates. I'm not even gonna add that, but I wanna make you aware that your money that you're getting back is being eaten up by all these things you did throughout the years. Now, there's something else you might not be aware of. Did you notice when you bought a home, you didn't have to pay your agent any commission? The reason being is because the seller has to pay commission. And usually from what I've seen online, you have to pay 6% of the sale of the price in commission to the buyer and the seller. They split that 6%, but that is the amount of money that you need to pay. So that $500,000 house that you sold, well, now you are paying $30,000 in commission. So $70,000 from your equity minus 30, now you only have $40,000. So $40,000, that's it. And as I said, I'm not including property insurance. I'm not including anything else. $40,000 is just the base, okay? So with that being said, you can actually end up leaving with nothing and spending more money on a home that you did not expect. And that's why this whole ownership and renting is actually interesting. You see, if you pay rent, you walk away, guess what? You get nothing. You only pay to live there, you leave, that's it. It's not like that when it comes to home ownership. You can get to a point where you spend so much money on a home that you never expected to pay. Now I know everyone's gonna make a big deal about it. They're gonna hoot and holler. They're gonna say, well, getting a home is good debt. So I could take my money and start investing as well and not worry about paying off my home. Because the only way, truthfully, to take advantage of having a home and owning it and it not owning you is paying it off early and also having a very low interest rate. That in the end will pay off. But the problem is a lot of people do not do that. They get themselves into a more financial bind, into more debt. Now they're staying in the home even longer, which means you're paying even more interest and you're not investing. So technically, you're not building wealth. So the question I have for all you guys out there is this: is buying a home truly an investment? Or is this something that's like a rich splurge? Something that you want to have in your life and you always want to achieve. You wanted the space. You wanted to be your own interior designer. You want to host parties. You want to do all these things and have all these great memories. You want to raise your kids in your home. But as you see, I'm saying everything that's emotional. And when it comes to finances, this is not an investment when it comes to money. It's an investment in your lifestyle, no doubt, 100%. I own a home, I have a pool, I'm always swimming, I love my home. But I understand me buying a home doesn't equate to me being wealthy. So what you guys think? Do you guys truly think home ownership is an investment or it's just a rich splurge? Drop a comment down below and I'd love to hear it. I already know there's gonna be so many comments because I've seen other people say the similar things that I said and they got crushed. So I'm really interested to see what you guys think. To me, it's always good to hear all different type of perspectives.